Okay, before we do this, is my fan too loud? Because, like, I'm not gonna be able to survive without this thing. It's really, really hot right now. I'm locked in a fairly small room, and my window doesn't open that much, so I've got a fan with me today, as our special guest. Um, let's sort of do the usual and share the stream around before I sort of get into the interesting stuff. Uh, I haven't actually, sorry, I'm still sort of recovering from the fact that I did a Zerbia run last night and I stayed awake until 9 a.m. so I only got like 4 hours of sleep because my like family is removing the bathtub right now. And like I could just hear the drilling and I couldn't sleep. So I'm really tired. But that's not going to stop us from doing a stream today because we've got a change log apparently. Or at least we've got a thread. This is the first one we've had in a month. So I don't know what to expect, but you know, we will see what we've got. Anyway, let's just share this around and then we can, you know, sort of hit the road. In terms of, you know, getting the discussion going. I'm quite excited to see what's happening. Jacob Small himself actually told me to live stream my reaction to this. So I don't know what to expect. There could be multiple reasons why he told me to react to this. He wanted to see my reaction, and I'm thinking this could be one of two things. Either there's like a lore update, or I won the photo competition or something like that. I don't know. It could be either of those things. It could be none of those things at all. But we have got a freaking changelog, boys. It's finally time. And I have got to say, despite the fact that I am exhausted, this is probably going to give me the energy to get through today. Like, oh my god. Okay, let's just get on with this. I can't wait. I've literally been trying to not spoil this for 3 or so hours since I woke up. Like, I don't know how I've not, you know, been spoiled this. I've just had it on my desktop and, you know, stop talking. Stop talking. We're going to get into it. Alright, Halo. MineZ The Adventurers Update. Hello, survivors. We are back. I'm sure you missed us in July. Yes. We were taking a bit of a break, but rest assured, we are back with more ideas and mechanics to shake up the world. I am sure that you have felt it. Every day it gets a little colder. Every day grows a little shorter. Autumn is coming, and with it a whole slew of updates. There's a lot to unpack, so... unpack? Why is that italicized? Oh boy. So, let's jump right in. MineZ admin applications. Here we go. Okay. This is what Jacob probably wanted me to see. First and foremost, the MineZ administration team is looking for fresh meat. I mean, talent to take a step behind the curtain and join the team as MineZ mini admins. If you believe you would be interested in helping administer the game we all love, feel free to apply. All the guidelines for this application process can be found on the Google Forms link below. Be sure to read them carefully. Obviously, we can't accept every application, but if you take your time on your application and put in a little extra effort, it could mean the difference. So, already, this is exciting, because a lot of you know that I've been waiting for this. Like, I've been wanting to have a go at applying for admin for a while. Admittedly, it did come at a bit of a weird time for me, because I'm not gonna lie, when it comes to like managing MineZ stuff, like I've been doing so much recently. Like I've been, you know, sort of interacting with MineZ Council, I've been co-leading the MineZ Wiki, I've been leading the MineZ Trading Discord, and I've been working on my YouTube channel, and I've also just been playing the game. So a lot has been going on for me right now. But MineZ admin applications is something which I have really sort of had my eyes on for a long time now. So, and I'm sure a lot of people have had their eyes on that as well. So it's like, this is a really good thing to hear, because we know the state of the MineZ mini admin team right now is that there are a lot of times, like, you know, there's a lot of sort of time zone issues right now, which make it so admins aren't always available to help people. So the fact that they're finally reaching out and getting new admins is not only exciting for me personally, but it's also really exciting for, you know, all the new players who are, you know, in need of support, or like hackers, or just whatever. This is going to be huge. Anyway, let's get on with the civilian loot overhaul. While the loot overhaul updates are a complete readjustment to military loot, as well as adding new tiers of armor to help smooth the gear progression as you travel north, there has been a particular set of chests that have been underwhelming for quite some time. Zebia chests? I don't know, I did a Zebia on last night. I got 5 full Dura Iron sets, I'm not complaining, but they are kind of, the mill swags are underwhelming. But anyway, that's another subject. For now, civilian loot. The overhaul of civilian loot was birthed by a brand new item that will undoubtedly shake up MineZ and breathe something brand new into the game, never before seen. Bags. I didn't think we would ever see this. Like, no, I don't think anyone predicted this. But I never personally thought that they would ever add bags to the game. I haven't read into this, but I'm assuming it's for, like, storage, right? So, you must be joking, right? Nope, indeed, one aspect of survival games is that MineZ has always lacked has been a way to increase your inventory space. We are adding a brand new item in high-tier civilian chests, more on that in a minute, in the form of small bags. These small bags will add as a direct expansion to your mobile inventory. You simply hold it in your hand, right-click, and you have access to an additional 9 slots of inventory room. What? 9 slots. That's pretty big. Okay, so I haven't read on to this, but if you can have more than 1 bag on you at a time, that's crazy. They're gonna limit how many bags you can have in a bank, surely. Like, this is just... Okay, I need to read this on. I need to see this. Okay, of course, with such a drastic change to MineZ, it can't come without a couple of small limitations. First and foremost, if you are PvP tagged, it will take 10 seconds to unlatch the bag. And during that time, you cannot move or switch the item in your hand. You are also limited to only 1 bag per inventory, and they obviously can't be put inside themselves. Okay, so it is 1 bag per inventory, and I'm assuming when the bank update comes out, you'll only be allowed to have 1 bag as well. But, oh, I'm so relieved, dude, because my alts, I don't... I'm so glad. Finally, I'll be able to freaking store all the Origin stuff. Hell yeah. Alright. This change comes as a precursor to the MineZ Bank, which we are hard at work at in the background. This bag is one of the most pivotal changes and will breathe a new life into MineZ and pave the way for future expansions. We encourage you to travel out into the world, locate one of these bags, they are relatively rare, and make full use of them. You better believe I'm having one of those on every single account. Like, these aren't just going to be a thing which people occasionally... These aren't just going to be a thing that people occasionally have on them. These are going to be a staple item. Like, think of the application of these in, like, dungeons and storage accounts, and, like, this is going to be game-changing. Like, wow. This is, like, bags are going to be so good for dungeons. Because, like, you know, admittedly, they're harder to use in PvP because of the timer. But Yeah, Zerbia solo, man. You can carry 9 more items with you. Well, 8 technically, because the bag takes up 1 slot, but... Dude, that's kinda cool. I like that. Alright, it did say there are... Or, you know, there are new types of high-tier civ chests. So, let's continue. We've got 3 tiers of civilian loot. So we got... Civilian loot has been rebuilt into 3 tiers. Civ Common, Civ Uncommon, and Civ Rare. This also marks the retirement of Civ Tool and Tool Self. But don't fear, all of the Tool items have been merged into the wider civilian loot tables. Buttons and bags will be reserved for Civ Rare chests, but they will be in familiar places similar to the old Tool chests. We are also introducing enchanted variants of shovels, hoes, and fishing rods, which have a chance to increase the drop rate of each respective loot item. What? Hold on. So, does that mean that you can theoretically get like 2 melons from 1 melon? If you have like an enchanted hoe? What? That's kind of cool. I like that. So I wonder if it's just gonna be like a thing where it makes the tools faster, like, or if it's actually gonna be like looting enchant or something. I don't know. That's really cool. I like that. These changes given to civilian loot to give us further flexibility in loot placements and more room to introduce new things. I like that. So they are not just making it so that the loot tables are spread out. They're actually giving each of the civ chests their own unique loot. That's cool. I like that. I hope they change the loot tables for grave robbing though, cause they're not very rewarding right now. And I feel like what would be cool to see is you get an enchanted shovel, and when you use an enchanted shovel, you get higher tiers of armor. So like you get chain as the baseline, and then potentially, I don't know, rarely iron, rarely like stuff like that. Whereas if you use regular shovels, they will just give you, you know, leather and chain. So that would be cool because that would mean we've now got progression coming from grave robbing, which is a step in the right direction, to say the least. Like, grave robbing might actually become viable if this is how they've done it. So that's going to be really exciting to try out. I wonder when this update rolls. Like, I am excited to see when this update is going to roll out, because, like, oh, this is hype. Alright, alternative lifestyles now. Who are we to tell you how to play this game? I find that the enjoyment and longevity of a game comes from the many different possibilities and playstyles that it has to offer. With that being said, there are a few features and utilities that have never quite hit their mark in MineZ. It is our hope that with these 2 changes, we add new options to your MineZ career. They have done fishing! Catch of the day! Yes! We've got a freaking grave robbing and fishing rod overhaul. It's actually happened. If you are like me, you might throw out your fishing rod when something better presents itself. Most people fish to enter Zerbia depths, so what really is the draw of this mundane tool? Don't throw it out so soon. The world of MineZ is full of treasure, if you know where to look. With a bit of luck and some skill, you might... Wait, with some skill? You might even be reeling in truly worthwhile loot now. To keep up our goal of game progression, we took a deep dive into fishing. We wanted it to be a more viable form of looting, something that felt rewarding for the time that you spent watching that bobber rise and fall. Split into 3 sections based off of Z coordinates, these different sections of the map now offer increasingly rewarding loot. You could think of this like a tiered fishing system. Players now have the option to plunder the open waters for treasure that sits on the ocean and river floors. If you're lucky, you might even reel in something other than a fish. Hold on a minute. So, players now have the option to plunder the open waters for treasure that sits on the ocean and river floors. If you're lucky, you might even reel in something other than a fish. I wonder if we're gonna get new exclusive items for fishing. Because that would be cool. And I know this is probably not how it's gonna be, because I kind of misinterpreted this, and I had to give it a reread. Players now have the option to plunder the open waters for treasure that sits on the ocean and river floors. Imagine if you imagine if you just go into the ocean, and you just find, like, items lying on the ocean floor. Like, that would be so funny. Like, just people finally farming respiration helmets to go take a deep dive in the ocean and look for loot. That would be so hilarious. But we're getting a fishing overhaul, and by the looks of it, Tomb Raider, we're getting a grave overhaul as well. Alright, look at this! How much have we scrolled through already, and we've only got this far down the thread? This is hype! Alright. Tomb Raider. Grave digging, another semi-functional mechanic, has been a feature of the game that has never really felt satisfying. It was hampered by the inability to create meaningful rewards from a grave digging system. That is, until now. Similar to fishing, we have created a tiered grave digging system. The further north you go, the more rewarding the buried goods are. Strange coincidence, but who are we to say how someone is buried? Now also, no grave will be completely empty, although you may accidentally dig up the undead, so stay on your toes. So it is still kind of the same system. They've just maybe added some new items, and they've made it so the further north you go, it's better loot now. So besides that, not much has changed there. But they've just made it more viable now, so that's cool. Mage's Defense. The mages of Agni Ignis, well known for their prowess with elemental magic, kept to themselves. Secluded in the jungle, these wise and noble humans were silent, never being heard from again after the outbreak. Now as survivors venture back into the ruins of the world, certain unique treasures present themselves. Surprisingly, in Agni Ignis, a special armor has now been uncovered. Projectile protection has been uncovered at Agni Ignis. Wait, hold on a minute. Is this iron armor? Hold on. Though the purpose for its creation is unknown, if you can manage to break through the jungle thicket and through the ruins of this gargantuan town, you might find the mage's last gift. Projectile protection armor. They've actually made... They've done it! They've done it! They've made bows bad! Finally! Finally, we're not gonna have to do bow fights anymore. This is how they've done it. They've actually made people go to Agni Ignis, so we don't have to worry about bows anymore. Or not as much, at least. That's so cool. Located all throughout the chests at Agni Ignis, you may come across projectile protection helmets and boots. These will provide additional protection from bows to the point where their benefit can definitely be felt, but it also does not gatekeep PvP encounters behind it either. Depending on the enchantment of the attacker's bow, you may survive for 1 to 2 more additional shots before dying. This should help add more diversity into the game without completely unbalancing PvP fights. So, they're not, going to be game-breaking, but at least this is now an incentive for PvPers to go to Agni Ignis, because everyone was complaining Agni Ignis was bad, there was not a reason to go there, and everyone was just going Helltree. And, I don't think this is going to solve that issue, but I think it's a good start, because projectile protection armor, like, the thing that annoys PvPers more than anything right now, besides the knockback, which, by the way, has also been changed, is bows. And for projectile protection armor to be introduced, that is, depending on, the viewpoint of a PvPer, that can either mean nothing at all, or that might be really big for you. So, we might see more people gearing at Agni Ignis now. So, that's kind of cool. I like that. I mean, it does kind of make Rubber Shield in a bit of a weird spot, but I'm not complaining in the slightest because, this is not, like, gonna be too drastic, and you know, Rubber Shield is still like, right, if you take a hit from a bow, you're not gonna die. Like, Rubber Shield is just that good when it comes to deflecting bow shots. But projectile protection armor means you don't have to sacrifice the melee. So, you know, that's still an alternative for what you can do. Anyway, knockback changes. We have heard you loud and clear. It is true that PvP knockback has been a bit wacky since Origins, and even through our attempts in a previous patch to try and resolve it, there was still many glaring issues. Through a mixture of community and staff interactions, as well as loads of testing, it is our belief that knockback has been adjusted for the better. Of course, this system will undoubtedly be looked at and tweaked further, but after some internal code changes to our system and a lot of balancing with numbers, we are well on our way to a more refined and enjoyable PvP experience. So, for those of you who don't know, a bunch of PvPers got pulled onto the dev server, and they basically just sat with staff for a very long time, and they basically tested the PvP, and apparently, according to some of the, you know, most active PvPers in the game now, the PvP feels really good. So, we might not know if this is just the opinion of the PvPers that were brought onto the test server, but we'll have to see because, well, let's be real. First of all, this is definitely going to be better than what the knockback is now. And if we're lucky, this might be the solution. Like, this might be it. This might be the fix. I mean, it will probably definitely take some more tweaking, but we might almost be there in terms of fixing KB, so... Oh, I need a drink of water. I've been talking for too long. Bro, I've only been streaming for 22 minutes and I'm already lightheaded. We're not even halfway through the thread. Oh, I should have gotten more sleep last night. I didn't know I was going to roll today. If I did, I wouldn't have done Zerbier until 9 AM. Alright, let's keep going. I was in Pravas the other day. It was a calm evening with no wind and only the gentle sound of waves to break through the serene, quiet town. Nearly imperceptible at first, I heard bells ringing and the groaning of wind. Stopping for a moment, I looked past the horizon and I saw a blurry image drifting purposely due west. Before the collapse, sailors had shared stories of the strange sighting. There before me, a hazy ship drifted by. Yet, no people manned that decrepit ship. It swayed from side to side soothingly, drifting away. What could I call it other than a ghost ship? Yes! We got ghost ship! Dude, I was literally having a conversation about this with my boys last night. Oh my god! Oh my god! I love Ghost Ship. Ghost Ship is like one of my favorite locations to ever exist. I love Ghost Ship. Oh my god, I'm so glad. Oh my god, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. Dude. Oh, I freaking love Ghost Ship, bro. Nice. Okay, Ghost Ship has made a comeback. Those who have been around for a while may remember the Ghost Ship, a unique attraction. It could often be found roaming the waterways of the world. Once again, it appears to have been sighted, though where it settled no one knows. The ship is said to have a cargo unique to the world and well worth the risk if you should find it. Though its crew has vanished, the danger still lingers. The Ghost Ship will not be a permanent location in the world and will move around the world. Currently, it will move at a minimum of once a week. So, they haven't made it randomized yet, because I'm under the impression that there are plans to make it randomly placed around the map upon every reboot. But the fact that it's back, I'm so glad. Because, like, the whole sort of excitement of just going around the map and, like, exploring the world to find Ghost Ship, that was, like, some of the most fun things I've done in MineZ. Like, just looking around for the Ghost Ship. It's so fun, dude. Anyway. Let's keep going, because we've got to get through this. We're only halfway through. Striking the anvil. On either side of Pravis, you may recall 2 large desert fortresses. As they are as old as MineZ, some of the first structures on the map. I remember my first time looting them on the way to Grimdale, but as time changes, so must they. They've received a facelift. Furthermore, a town in the northwest has received yet another rebuild. This time, it's for good. We promise this is the last time we will rebuild this town. Let me tell you though, it has such a great feel and aesthetic to it, you may find yourself gearing here more often. What has been rebuilt? Northwest. So something has been rebuilt in the northwest. What has been rebuilt before? So, to my knowledge, what is happening to the map? Hello? That was weird. To my knowledge, Forest has been rebuilt. Arbiton, Quarry, Crow Farm, Sanctuary Peace. I don't know. Lostwood Shrine? What would have been a rebuild? Something that's been rebuilt once before. I think all of the rebuilds in this location are not that bad. Like, I don't know if people have complaints. Like, besides Forest just being a little less thick. But I like the Forest rebuild. Outpost Adara? I didn't think Outpost Adara had received a rebuild though. Like, it looks the same. But I don't know. No, Arbiton looks good. I like Arbiton. I don't know what it would be. I'll just have to go out and explore because I am legitimately clueless right now. I don't know if Laserville's ever seen a rebuild, but god, that place needs a nuke. I hate Laserville. Anyway, well, we'll have to have a look for it on stream sometime. I don't know. Anyway, summer screenshot contest results. Circle. Submitted by LenariZ, this beautiful shot of Circle and the surrounding area is the winner of the MineZ Summer Screenshot Contest. In addition, the 14 runner-ups, in no particular order, are as followed. So we've got all of these people. We've got Fridge, Fading General, Lil Jeffy, Mr. Jack, Rob Doom, Shaman Plays. Let's go! That's hype, bro. Alright, thanks to all the people who entered. Let's see all of these screenshots. Let's just go through all of them. I want to see these. So, oh, that's zoomed out way too much. That looks really nice. I like that. Anyway, let's look at all of these. I would like to see. This is a nice picture. It's a good background. The only critique I would have for this though is that Circle isn't really the focus. This kind of area is like the focus of the image. So it's like, you've got Circle on the side, and you've got this nice little valley as the focus, but it's just a little bit weird to have this little bit of Circle just right here. But I'm not gonna lie, this is still like a banging image. This is a good choice. I like this. But let's see the other ones. We've got... Is that... Oh, wow. We've got that picture of... Am I gonna seriously have a brain fart and not remember what this is? It's Exalesco. That's really nice. Peleus, that's really cool. Water Spire. Oh! I like that. It's like got a blur effect. Like, what are those shaders? They're cool. We've got that. This is Greyvale by the looks of it. Oh shoot. This must be Fridge's. Because, according to Fridge, we did, like, some really similar ones. Like, at really similar angles, so I think this one's Fridge. But, he's used a non-vanilla texture pack, which I didn't actually think was allowed, but hey-ho, it still looks really nice, I like that. This is Jeffy's one, I think. He's just got a horde of zombies. He actually sent me this one in Discord and was like, yo, which one of these should I submit? Should I submit this one or another one? And I told him to submit this one. It looks really nice. That's cool, bro. It's taken from underwater. That's such a cool effect. I like that. Anyway, we've got Polyster from this angle. Another Polyster one, this time with the sun coming through. I like that lens flare. That's a really good shot. Fire Spire at night. This kind of reminds me of that one time-lapse video I did. It's like a build-up for my, you know, my eclipse theory or whatever, which I still haven't done. It's coming! I plan to get it out this week. But don't hold me to it, because I'll see what I can do. Anyway, we've got Sathara. This one's a little hard to see, but it's not bad. Again, it uses a non-vanilla texture, but we've at least got that little prismarine thing in the middle. It's kind of hard to see, though. This one is my one. I'm quite proud of this one. It took me so long to load in all of the chunks in the background. It actually took me like 20 minutes. And then I realized you're not allowed to use a non-vanilla pack. So I had to switch to vanilla, and I had to reload the chunks all over again. So that one was a nightmare, but I enjoyed doing it. That's really cool. They've used the fireworks. I like that. Who set off the fireworks, though? Like, how did they get that shot? I assume they got someone else to do it. But I like that. That's a cool use of the fireworks. And then finally, floating islands. Holy crap. That's impressive. How did they get that angle? I'm impressed. That's kind of cool. I like that one. This is probably my favorite one that's not the winner. That's a really nice angle. Oh! Okay. I accidentally closed down the thing, apparently, so I've got to pull it back up. Whoops. Oh, it's gone. It's gone again. Here we go. Let's get back to this, because I accidentally closed it like a doof. Anyway. Please contact Jacob Small. Jacob, I'm having a chat with you after this stream. I'm gonna get that prize. Dude, that was fun. The cartographer emerges! He's coming back. I freaking love the cartographer events. Dude, this changelog is like... We haven't seen anything huge yet besides the KB changes in the backpacks. Or the bags or whatever. But, like, all of the stuff we've seen so far is just all... This is all stuff that I've really wanted to see. So this is, like, really exciting for me. Anyway, there are a lot of projects being juggled by the MineZ team right now. Sometimes we get burnt out by... We got burnt out of one project and need to take a break from it for a little while before revising it. 2 projects I want to tease today actually came out of my burnout. Looking at the map, there are areas that always felt off to me. These are essentially useless, but should be important areas of the world. Out of my frustration with these areas, a couple new ideas emerged. A complete redo of 2 areas. While I will not show you them today, I will let you know that my hope is to have them out soon. Both should have lasting impact to the game. If you really want to know exactly where these changes might happen, you might be able to find a familiar face roaming around these areas of the map. That's cool! Friggin' cartographer's gonna be around. Dude. I love cartographer. This is all so cool! Like, I love it. I love it, dude. Anyway, we've got to finish this. We're at the closing section. While we expect these changes to roll out to live, at this time we cannot guarantee it. That's cool. I like this. Closing. We've gotten there. Following our short break through July, we wanted to come back with another round of big changes to MineZ. We really wanted to look at areas of the game that haven't received much love in this update. While we can make new dungeons and new towns, if we don't take care of their base game, everything else becomes irrelevant. While we may begin to come across as a broken record, truly, from everyone on the MineZ team, we must thank everyone for their continued support and feedback. The continued feedback, comments, and concerns across a wide spectrum of topics in MineZ helps us to continue creating new experience and memories for everyone. As stated above, there are a plethora of projects in the works, and there are many reasons to get excited. Stay tuned to our social media for future sneak peeks and possible teasers onto what comes next. Thanks for flying shot though. Dude, that's so cool. There's so much cool stuff. We've got the cartographer. We've got the mysterious rebuild. I'm kind of curious to check those out. Ghost ship, knockback changes, prop armor or projectile armor, friggin' grave robbing and fishing reworks, bags, dude, and MineZ admin applications. Shoot! This is a good update. This is a good update. I don't care if we only got one rebuild. This is a good update. Well, we got two rebuilds, technically. We got the desert things. Oh my god. 36 minutes, I do not regret a thing. If you guys enjoyed watching this, I'm gonna be streaming my exploration. Because there's so much exciting stuff. You're not just gonna be, like, if you guys want to watch me go around, just explore. It's so much reading this and saying it's hype. I want to experience this. Like, for all of you who have come along to watch me, like, go through all this, I might as well just stream everything. Because, well, odds are I'm probably not gonna get through everything. But I haven't done a stream in a while, and I want to do another one. So, we're gonna stream. If you want to see that stream, make sure you keep up with the channel. I'm probably not going to drop 1 Minute MineZ this week, because I do want to get the Eclipsed video out. But, if I can't get that out, because I'm still learning my new editing software, so it might still take some time. But, you know, if that doesn't come out, it will be 1 Minute MineZ. There's gonna be a video out this week, either way. But, goddamn, bro. Anyway, enough talk. Let's end the stream here, because I am exhausted. I need to go off and have a think about everything I've just read, because, oh boy, this is a lot of stuff. Anyway, you can tell I'm out of breath. I need to catch my breath. I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me. I really enjoyed this, and I really enjoy doing all this MineZ stuff. Oh my god. Yeah, if you enjoyed, make sure you like or subscribe or just whatever, because I do this stuff. As soon as anything comes out, I'm going to make sure I'm on top of it. So, make sure you stick around. And, yeah, that's basically it. Anyway, I'm gonna see you guys. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Peace.